We are at the Kitchener, Ontario, Canada's Bluesfest with Juno Master bluesman Steve Strongman, who has roots from and was born in Kitchener, Ontario. He has worked with B.B. King, Buddy Guy, Johnny Winter, and has performed worldwide. He also earned 3 nominations for the Maple Blues Awards, Junos, and the Best Guitarist Award in Memphis, Tennessee. Steve is the real deal.
Yeah.
With great pride, I introduce Steve Strongman.
Thank you so much, Benny. Thanks for having me. Hello.
Hey, brother.
All right, man.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, you just got back from the Calgary Blues Fest last week. How did that go?
I loved it. It was so great. Anytime I can get out west, I don't get out west as often as I would like.
Right.
And the lovely people out west remind me of that. So it was really great. It was always too short. So we flew into Calgary, and it was nice to get back to the Blues Festival because it's been a while. But they run a fantastic festival, very much like here in Kitchener. It's really great.
Big turnout?
Awesome turnout. I think people are so excited to be able to get back and be together like this. It was, a couple of tough years there, of course, as we know, but everything's really feeling great now.
Well, that's the fact, right? COVID kicked everybody's ass.
It was brutal. I mean, it was tough, and it was hard on everybody. I don't have to tell you, you deal with musicians all the time, but
yeah.
I think it was especially hard on musicians because this is how we fuel ourselves, really. At least that's how I feel. I mean, this is like therapy, getting up on stage, and you put out energy, you get energy back from people. And when that's taken away from you, it can be tough.
That's right. And when the government and politicians tell you go hide in your basement for 2 years, that's like you're hurting people, man.
Yeah.
You're hurting people. Okay. Did you enjoy performing in Montreal and Quebec City?
I love anytime I can play in Quebec. I love it, and I've been very fortunate over many years to develop a following in Quebec.
Yeah.
I played so many times in Quebec, so I literally only speak French from the stage, and people can tell that there's no way I'm French, but they really appreciate the effort that I put into speaking French.
Yeah, man.
So that's very, very cool. And I played a festival called the Donnacona Blues Festival, which I've been at several times. So that's just between Trois-Rivières and Quebec. And they have a huge appreciation for music there.
Yes, they do. They wake up, and I've been there in Quebec City for concerts and shows, and I had feared sometimes they're going to rip that stage apart.
They are very, very rowdy. They love their music, and I always tell people the big difference between some places in the world and, for example, Quebec. Even if they haven't heard of you, some people might say, "Oh, I've never heard of Steve Strongman. Why would I go?" In Quebec, they're like, "I've never heard of Steve Strongman. Let's go and see him."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're so into music.
Yeah, they are.
And it's wonderful. It's really, really great.
They're outgoing people compared to some places in Ontario.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? We got a couple more questions from your fans. What are your future plans?
Thank you for asking. Right now, I'm very excited to say that I'm working with a killer band called the Fabulous Thunderbirds.
Oh yeah.
So I've been in California writing with Kim Wilson, and they've asked me to co-produce their 50th anniversary record, which is coming out next year on Stony Plain Records.
Sweet.
And so I'm co-producing the Thunderbirds, and I'm starting to write. I'm always writing and thinking about what I'm going to do next. That's taken up a lot of my time most recently, and
Right.
it's been just a blast. We went to a great studio in New Jersey and got the record almost done. We're in mixed stage right now, so that's kind of what I'm up to.
Sweet, you are a really hard worker, boy.
Well, thanks. I love it. I mean, they say when you love what you do, it's not really work, but I mean, it is work, and I love to work, and I'm just so happy to be back at it after having that time where we couldn't really do anything.
Yeah. So you hide in your basement, okay, and you don't come out till we say so.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. So, but I mean, that just makes what we're doing now, Benny, I think a little bit more special, right?
Hell yeah.
Like at least for me, I just appreciate it that little bit more now. It's like, man, I miss this so much. I didn't even realize how much I missed it until it was taken away from me, and now you get a chance to get up and do it again.
Kick ass and you love it. It's like an addiction.
Oh, it is, man. That's it.
It's like eating chocolate. Okay. Yeah, eating chocolate. Okay, brother, thank you. Massive thanks for supporting my Get Back Up on the Stage project, which is Lock Up COVID and Not Musicians. And a big hello from both of us. Canada's Master of Public Relations, Eric Alper.
Thanks, Eric.
Hey, Eric. Hey, man. Okay, we're done. We need some oxygen.
I love it. Thank you, man. I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, and
All
I
right.
appreciate you coming up for it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Steve is a former Mel Brown Award winner. And my fondest memory of seeing Steve at the festival, and I've seen him a bunch of times, on the stage opening for Buddy Guy. Anybody else there for that one? Awesome. All right. Let him know how much you love him. Put your hands together for the Steve Strongman Band. Thank you. Good evening. How's everybody feeling? Can you feel it? Come on, somebody out there make some noise with me. Make some noise if you've ever seen me, Steve Strongman, play before. Come on. Oh, it's good to be home, I'm telling you. How about a hand back there for Mr. Dave King on the drums, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Hamilton, via Nova Scotia, Canada. Mr. Dave King on the drums. While we're at it, how about a nice round of applause for Mr. Colin Lapsley from Manchester, Ontario, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, Colin Lapsley on the bass and vocals right there. This is called Wasting My Time. With the way that you've been looking right and it's on the phone.
Can we play some blues for you people? Come on now. The Blues Festival, can we play some blues for you? I used to drive around New Dundee Golf Course with the one and only Mr. Mel Brown. Make some noise for Mel. I said make some noise for Mel Brown. I've told this story before, but I'm going to tell it again. We were on the golf course, everybody wanted to come and see Mel, and I was right beside him, and he had this little flask. Every once in a while he would pull it out, and in there was some Mississippi moonshine that Mel called White Lightning. And he would give me just a little tiny sip. And he'd say, "Be careful, strong man. That would take you where you want to go." And I had just a little taste of it. So I wrote a song about it on the Strongman Blues Remedy that came out on Stony Plain Records. It's called White Lightning. It goes like this. Are you with me, ladies and gentlemen? Mel once told me, one thing you want to know. Be careful with that white lightning. This ain't the ladies and gentlemen. See, right now, all I want to do, drink white lightning, stop thinking about you. What a surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for this lady. Bring down hard, baby. Ever since the day we met. For one more. Can we do it? I said, what a surprise, Miss Angel! Man, did she ever lay it down over there on the main stage. Man, I jumped up and did one with her. I'm telling you, the band is cooking. Miss Angel and the Home Records, that was a wonderful kickoff to the festival, as it always is, everybody. Miss Angel, can we do a song that I used to get up, I think I was about 16 years old, and I used to get up and play with Mel. Mel would give me his Super 400 guitar, and the thing was as big as a cello on me, but I would play all the time, and he would always ask me to do this one. So remember earlier I said every song we played tonight I wrote. I did not write this one, but if you guys want to think that I wrote it, then that's okay with me. All right? Jump in, a boy showed up and said, I will tell you where to go down. I'm almost there with the crowd. Well, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. I love you, baby, with all my mind. Look like mine is out of sight. I love you in the morning and in the evening too. Every time you leave me, I get mad at you, 'cause I'm put out. I'm almost there with the crowd. Can you feel it? When I feel like this, when my baby can't be found. Well, I love you, baby, my heart and soul. A little like mine, really roll. I got from you everybody met you. You don't believe it, but your love is true. But I'm almost there with the crowd. Well, I feel like this when my baby can't be found. Well, I'm
Somebody say hell yeah! Somebody say hell yeah!
I told them all backstage I can feel it. We got a rowdy bunch here tonight. K-Town on a Friday night. I know we got a rowdy bunch here. I want to say thanks so much to the Kitchener Blues Festival for inviting me back. I can't believe it, that fine gentleman said that I've been here 7 times. Can you believe that? I want to come every time. I love it. I love it. I did this record down in half of it in Nashville, Tennessee, and then the other half in Hamilton, Ontario, produced by my man Dave King back there. And we're going to do, it's called Tired of Talking, came out on Stony Plain Records. And we're going to do a track, the title track from that one right now. Are you guys with me tonight? Have we got time for a few more songs? Oh man, it's so nice to be here. Cheers everybody, cheers, thank you for coming. You know, it's not often when you write a song that's
soup for you, Stevie.
Unbloody real, man. Unbloody real.
Hey, thanks, brother.
You guys are cooking up there.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Cooking.
Thank you so much, man.